her crew. And so basically they've come to the point where she has to go with Chakotay's plan, because she says if asking you to stay would be asking you to die. So she gives the order for the crew to evacuate the ship in the escape pods, set a course for the Alpha Quadrant, and along the way to try to secure faster ships, try to make allies, try to basically, make powerful friends that can protect them and help them along the way. She says that the senior staff will stay on board Voyager as long as possible and try to rescue Tom and Chakotay. And this is actually a really touching moment. Like, you could see her fighting back emotions. Like, she wants to cry that she's breaking up the family. But she has to stay strong for her crew. So, she's really trying her best to stay strong. And she says, when we find each other again, and she says, and we will find each other again, I expect you to all be in one piece and you have some really interesting stories to tell. And so it's it's a really it's a sad ending to this first part of the episode. I mean, it's almost like watching Avengers in Infinity War, and you go, "What? That's the end? What are you talking about?"
Definitely.
So that's our episode, and we have to wait until next time to find out what happened.
Oh my God, what a cliffhanger!
What a cliffhanger! Who knows what's gonna happen?
Wait, is this Picard Cat's first ever cliffhanger?
I don't think so, because we did cover Best of Both Worlds part 1 and 2.
That's right.
We covered the best cliffhanger.
Best TV cliffhanger ever.
Pretty much. Yeah, definitely top 3.
Oh yeah, it's up there. But yeah, this is this episode ends on a real sad note with the crew splitting up, and we don't know what's happening with Tom and Chakotay, and we had to catch up with them, and that'll all happen in the next episode when we come back together, and we'll talk again about Year of Hell Part 2. Steven will be back for that one too, of course. So yeah. So that was our episode, you guys.
Well, I was thinking maybe it'd be a different person for Part 2 instead of me, just like they had different directors for each episode. You guys could have just a different person to come back on and get there. No? Okay.
We like consistency,
Okay.
You're on Part 1, you're on Part 2. That's the way it works.
All right, well, then I'll be back then.
Okay, good. Oh, that's awesome. So, yeah, Steve, is there anything you want to plug? Any place that if people would like to talk to you more about Star Trek or other things, where they can find you on the interwebs?
The only thing that I have is my Instagram page where I do my comic book stuff, and that handle is @MinorKeysComics. And I just you can always message me on there, and I'm pretty talkative and friendly. I have plenty of time to sit around during this time and chat about comics or Star Trek or anything that you want. So just message me.
Nice. All right, everybody. Cool. If you have comic stuff or Star Trek stuff, Steve is your guy.
That's right. Yeah, you mentioned Into the Spider-Verse earlier. Miles Morales' first appearance has gone nuclear. So everybody's fighting to find that issue right now. So if anybody's listening, looking to sell Ultimate Fallout #4, just contact me at Minor Keys Comics. I'll be happy to send you some money over.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Well, I would imagine that's because Miles Morales is in the new PS5 Spider-Man game.
Yeah, it started like 5 or 6 days before that on this real steady climb. And then it almost was right before the reveal, so obviously somebody maybe knew something, but it had already hit the 9.8, which is like the highest graded that you can get on the book, had already hit $1,000 by then. And by the time the announcement came out, the record was set, I think yesterday or the day before, at $1,450. So $1,450 is what the highest sale is. And that book was going for about $500 2 weeks ago. So it just, it went nuts. So everybody's scrambling to try to get a hold of that book. So I'm one of them, of course.
Mm-hmm. So, and there's just one last thing before we say goodnight. One of our listeners did message me, or she messaged our Facebook page, Picardcast, with a slight correction, which I'm happy to correct. I'm happy to apply this and correct myself. So, in a previous episode, apparently we were talking about the actor who's going to be playing Boba Fett. I think that was the context, and I said that he was Maori as his cultural background. Well, our listener Kay, very very kindly, very nicely, and the way that we like to be corrected, messaged me and said that she is from New Zealand, or she lives in New Zealand, excuse me, and that it is pronounced Maori, not the way I said it. So the correct pronunciation is Maori. And I hope I said that one right. If not, Kay will let me know. But
I think that's right.
Yes, thank you for that correction.
I know I've said it wrong too because, it was in the notes, and I'm pretty sure I've read it.
Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of saying it wrong for a long time. So, thank you, Kay, for that correction. We appreciate that. So, definitely,
also, Kay is really awesome.
Yes, she is. We've had some nice conversations online. She's a lovely person.
We have some great listeners.
We do. And thank you for that correction. I appreciate that. And so I'll do my best next time we talk about somebody who's from there. I will do my best to remember to say it's Maori and not the other way, which is the wrong way. So, yes, thank you for that correction, Kay. We appreciate that.
And Kay, can we come visit? Because I want to go to New Zealand.
Right?
Very badly. Too.
Yeah.
I want to see the Hobbit. I want to see the Shire.
Is there any place in the budget for Picardcast for the host and the guest to take a field trip to New Zealand?
The podcast budget consists of a button and 2 nickels. I don't know what budget you're talking about. That's all we got.
Well, we need to get some sponsors.
All I've got is the button.
Not the button, I've got the nickels. That's it.
I mean, we could get Air New Zealand to be our sponsor.
We had to split up the fortune so that nobody could steal it all.
Oh, okay.
You never put all your eggs in one basket.
No,
because one of those nickels wouldn't. Because then I think we have a problem.
We got to get a sponsor.
Yes, please, Air New Zealand, sponsor us because we want to go to New Zealand. Thank you.
Right.
Anyway.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you for listening to Picardcast. Thank you for listening to Personal Logs. Thank you, Steven. We're going to talk to you again real soon for part 2. And thanks to you, Brooke. Every week, you're always here with me recording and being my favorite, best co-host ever. Thank you so much.
Aww, that means a lot.
Well, I mean it.
You have a lot of co-hosts.
Yeah. Until we talk to you next time, keep boldly going where no one has gone before. See ya.
The Cardcast is hosted by Rebecca and Brooke. You can find us at facebook.com/PicardCast, on twitter.com @ThePicardCast, or email us at picardcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening, and boldly go where no one has gone before.